Andrew Clement Serkis is an English actor and film director. He is best known for his performance capture roles comprising motion capture acting, animation and voice work for such computer-generated characters as Gollum in the Lord of the Rings film trilogy and The Hobbit, An Unexpected Journey, King Kong in the eponymous 2005 film, Caesar in the Planet of the Apes reboot series, Captain Haddock Sir Francis Haddock in Steven Spielberg's The Adventures of Tintin, and Supreme Leader Snoke in the first two Star Wars sequel trilogy films, The Force Awakens and The Last Jedi. In 2018, he portrayed the character of Baloo in his self-directed film, Mowgli, Legend of the Jungle.
Serkis' film work in motion capture has been critically acclaimed. He has received an Empire Award and 2 Saturn Awards for his motion capture acting. He earned a Golden Globe nomination for his portrayal of serial killer Ian Brady in the British television film Longford and was nominated for a BAFTA for his portrayal of new wave and punk rock musician Ian Dury in the biopic Sex and Drugs and Rock and Roll. In 2020, Serkis received the BAFTA Award for Outstanding British Contribution to Cinema.
Serkis portrayed Ulysses Klaue in the Marvel Cinematic Universe films Avengers, Age of Ultron and Black Panther. Serkis has his own production company and motion capture workshop, the Imaginarium Studios in London, which he used for Mowgli. He made his directorial debut with Imaginarium's 2017 film Breathe.
Serkis was born and brought up in Ruislip Manor in Middlesex. His mother, Lily, was English and taught disabled children. His father, Clement Serkis, was an Iraqi-born gynecologist of Armenian descent. His ancestors' original surname was Sarkisian. His father often worked away in the Middle East, while Serkis and his siblings were raised in Britain, with regular holidays in the Middle East including to Tyre, Sidon, Damascus, and Baghdad.
Serkis was educated at St. Benedict's School, Ealing, and then studied visual arts at Lancaster University. Serkis was a member of the County College and part of the student radio station Belrig FM. He joined the Nuffield studio, getting involved in designing and producing plays.
Having agreed to act in a couple of productions towards the end of his first year, Serkis played the lead role in Barry Keefe's play, Gotcha, as a rebellious teenager holding a teacher hostage. As a result, he changed his major subject to acting, constructing his independent studies degree around acting and set design, studying Konstantin Stanislavski and Bertolt Brecht, and including minor modules in art and visual graphics. In his final year at Lancaster he adapted Raymond Briggs's graphic novel The Tin Pot Foreign General and the Old Iron Woman, a satire about the Falklands War, as a one-man show, which he performed to acclaim.
In his third year at university, Serkis joined the backstage team at the local Duke's Playhouse to earn his equity card. On graduation, although advised to take a one-year postgraduate acting course, he joined Duke's as an actor and, under director Jonathan Petherbridge, who used workshops based upon the methods of Augusto Boal, spent 18 months acting in a broad range of productions from Brecht through Shakespeare to modern British playwrights.
After 16 months, and having gained his equity card, Serkis joined a series of touring companies, including productions of Bouncers Opposite Hull Truck, Florizel in The Winter's Tale, and The Fool and King Lear with director Max Stafford Clark. In the early 1990s he settled in London, and took roles in Dog Boy, the Royal Court Theatre's production of Mojo, Bill Sykes in a television film of Oliver Twist and Wilson Millang's production of Hurly-Burly at the Queen's Theatre, Shaftesbury Avenue, with Rupert Graves and David Tennant.
Like many British actors, Serkis made the move to television by appearing in small roles, such as Greville in an episode of The Darling Buds of May. However, one of his first major starring roles was in the joint BBC-HBO production of Einstein and Eddington. Serkis played Albert Einstein, following the development of his theory of relativity, while David Tennant played British scientist Sir Arthur Eddington. Serkis joined director Mike Leigh's ensemble for 2 film productions, and appeared in the romantic comedy Loop alongside Susanna York.
Serkis first came to wide public notice for his performance as Smeagol/Gollum in the Lord of the Rings film trilogy, for which he provided motion capture movements and voice for the CGI character. His work on The Lord of the Rings started a debate on the legitimacy of CGI-assisted acting. Some critics felt Serkis should have been nominated for the Academy Award for Best Supporting Actor, since his voice, body language, and facial expressions were used.
Serkis has done critically acclaimed motion capture work in several other films, including the title character in the 2005 version of King Kong and as Caesar in Rise of the Planet of the Apes, Dawn of the Planet of the Apes, and War for the Planet of the Apes. He also worked with game developers Ninja Theory on the 2007 release Heavenly Sword, providing the motion capture and voice for King Bohan.
Serkis was cast as serial killer Ian Brady in the BAFTA-nominated Longford, co-starring Samantha Morton as Myra Hindley and Jim Broadbent as Lord Longford. In 2006, Serkis appeared in the role of Mr. Grin in the film rendition of Anthony Horowitz's Alex Rider novel Stormbreaker. In 2006, he was in the film The Prestige as Mr. Ali, assistant to Nikola Tesla, and as the voice of Spike, one of the Henkrats in the Aardman Animations film Flushed Away. In 2006, Serkis appeared in Jim Threppleton's improvised feature film Extraordinary Rendition, which premiered in 2007. In 2010, he played 1970s new wave singer Ian Dury in Sex and Drugs and Rock and Roll. Serkis appeared in Sugar House, a low-budget independently made film, playing local crime lord Hoodwink, who terrorizes an East London housing estate. For the role, Serkis shaved his head and had sessions lasting 20 hours each to have temporary tattoos stenciled onto his body. The film premiered at the 2007 Edinburgh Festival and released in the UK on August 24, 2007. He appeared alongside Sacha Baron Cohen in The Jolly Boys' Last Stand.
In 2007, Serkis provided the voiceover for Monkey Life 5 broadcast for 3 weeks from 13-31 August 2007. This series is about Monkey World, the popular ape and monkey sanctuary and zoo near Wall, Dorset. Serkis reunited with Peter Jackson as a cast member in Jackson's and Steven Spielberg's Tintin trilogy, based on the adventures of Tintin. Serkis supplied the voice and motion capture performance of Captain Haddock as well as his ancestor, Sir Francis Haddock. Filming began in January 2009 and the film was released in 2011. Filming was due to begin in September 2008, but was delayed due to Universal pulling out of backing the project. In 2008, Serkis appeared as Ribord in the BBC television adaptation of Charles Dickens' Little Dorrit and as Capricorn in Inkheart.
In 2009, Serkis voiced the role of the demon Screwtape in Focus on the Family's radio theater audio adaptation of C.S. Lewis's The Screwtape Letters. In 2010, Serkis was cast as William Hare, with Simon Pegg as Burke, in the John Landis black comedy film Burke and Hare based on the Burke and Hare murders in Scotland in 1828.
In 2010, Serkis features in the TV series The Accused, in Liam's Story, written by Danny Brocklehurst and Jim Govan. He played Caesar in the 20th Century Fox science fiction film Rise of the Planet of the Apes. Serkis was acclaimed for his performance as Caesar, and in a high-profile campaign by 20th Century Fox for him to be honored with the Best Supporting Actor Oscar nomination, his co-star James Franco stated, "Andy Serkis is the undisputed master of the newest kind of acting called performance capture, and it is time that Serkis gets credit for the innovative artist that he is." In 2010, Serkis played Monkey, the lead character along with Lindsay Shaw in the video game Enslaved: Odyssey to the West.
In January 2011, it was confirmed that Serkis would reprise the role of Gollum in the 3-part The Hobbit films, which were released in 2012, 2013, and 2014. He was also the film's second unit director, which included directing aerial shots and battle scenes. He was invited to join the Academy of Motion Picture Arts and Sciences in June 2012 along with 175 other individuals. In 2014, Serkis reprised his role as Caesar in Dawn of the Planet of the Apes, and in 2017 again reprised the role in War for the Planet of the Apes, the last of the trilogy.
In Gareth Edwards' 2014 science fiction monster film Godzilla, Serkis was the consultant on the film's motion capture sequences in order to control the souls of the creatures. Serkis played Ulysses Klaue in Marvel Studios' Avengers: Age of Ultron, and was also a motion capture consultant on the film. He reprised the role of Klaue in Marvel Studios' Black Panther. Serkis played Supreme Leader Snoke in Star Wars: The Force Awakens and reprised the role in Star Wars: The Last Jedi, and Star Wars: The Rise of Skywalker. Serkis appeared as the Ghost of Christmas Past in the 2019 BBC FX three-part miniseries A Christmas Carol.
In late 2015, it was announced that Serkis was working on a modern film adaptation of Rumpelstiltskin, titled Steel Skin. In addition to starring in the film, Serkis will serve as producer and director.
In 2011, Serkis founded the Imaginarium Studios with film producer Jonathan Cavendish. The Imaginarium is a production company and creative digital studio based in Ealing, London, and is dedicated to invention of believable, emotionally engaging digital characters using performance capture technology, in which Serkis specializes. On the 20th of October 2012, the studio acquired rights to The Bone season by Samantha Shannon and a new motion capture adaptation of Animal Farm, which Serkis will direct.
Serkis has served as the second unit director for the Hobbit films and made his directorial debut with Brief. He also directed the film, Mowgli, Legend of the Jungle. In August 2019, The Hollywood Reporter announced that Andy Serkis would direct Venom 2, the sequel to Venom, scheduled for release on October 2, 2020.
Serkis published a memoir about his experiences playing Gollum in the Lord of the Rings film trilogy, Gollum: How We Made Movie Magic, published in late 2004. He also made an appearance in the music video for Nina Cherry's Woman, portraying an abusive boyfriend. In 2015, Serkis collaborated with rock band Coldplay in the making of the music video for Adventure of a Lifetime, with Serkis acting as a performance capture consultant.
In December 2018, he appeared in a video for People's Vote as UK Prime Minister Theresa May using the voice of Gollum, spoofing May's Brexit deal. He also appears in the BBC Earth programme, Neanderthals: Meet Your Ancestors.
Serkis was born to Catholic parents, and though he has been an atheist since his teenage years, he is drawn to the karmic possibilities of energy transference, specifically the idea that your energy lives on after you. He studied visual arts and theatre as part of his degree at Lancaster University and graduated in 1985.
Serkis married actress Lorraine Ashbourne in July 2002. He lives in Crouch End, North London with his wife and their 3 children, Ruby, Sunny, and Lewis. Lewis is also an actor, and starred as the lead of the film The Kid Who Would Be King.
Thank you for watching. Please subscribe.